oink everywhere, oink oink, moo moo here and a moo moo there, here moo there, moo everywhere, moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a lamb, E-I-E-I-O. With a
What's
bed
up,
here
boys
and a
and
bed
girls?
there,
It's
here,
me,
bed there.
Skeet Jones. I got a pleasant surprise for you today. You know, we're on the Skeet Jones Show, Positive Nation TV, with my friends, my puppet friends, and all my other friends that's going to be coming here to teach you guys stuff about science and technology. You know, Skeet loves science and technology. So today we got a special guest. My special guest is DJ Lady Praise. She got two TV, no, my bad. She got two radio shows. She got a FM radio show, which is considered called terrestrial. You look that up, kids. And then you got another program called podcasting. That's on the internet. Now, terrestrial is on radio waves, and you know, which means it comes off of a tower. You may see those towers in your neighborhood. Not the cellular tower. Watch out for those. But the radio tower's been around for years, so they pretty safe. We kind of used to that. All right, but Skeet not gonna get into the rest of that stuff because you know I can go deep. So anyway, Lady Praise, welcome to the show. We want you to tell us a little bit about your background and tell us a little bit about your Sunday. What's the difference in your Sunday show, terrestrial radio, and the difference with your podcast, and how does that operate? You know, for you as a DJ.
Well, first of all, Skeet, thank you so much for having me on the show. And it's a pleasure to be here. And but my little bit of my background, I got in to do the Sunday Jazz Experience show on November 18th, 2018. And just really got into it. My background is more in nonprofit, but I've always had an affinity for music, love singing. I sing in the church. I also do different live singing shows around in the area on the Eastern Shore. And I was approached to do the Sunday Jazz Experience, and I said, yes, let's do it. And they said I had the voice, so we went and did it and started, and it's been nothing but a success. And so how I got into the difference between the Sunday Jazz Experience show, which is a radio show, and the podcast is that the radio show goes over terrestrial radio and goes over an antenna and goes across airwaves and our show goes out 70 miles all across Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, and even across the world on the internet.
Wow.
And with podcasts, we record with Positive Power Media 21 Media Group, and we record with them, and then he records the show and then broadcasts it over different outlets, Spotify, Pray.com, podcastaddict.com, and listeners come in it. We also do Facebook Live, YouTube, and we do all those different shows, and we broadcast those shows. And then those shows are sitting in a file so that somebody can just go and visit that website and listen to that podcast anytime, 24/7, 7 days a week. They can catch us on the podcast anytime, day or night. We're there, we're recorded. All they got to do is just press a button. They just put in their ears, phones, and listen to us through the podcast.
Wow.
The Live Jazz Experience.
Wow, that is amazing. Wow. Yeah, you can see, boys and girls, I am actually in the control room of Positive Power XI Christian Media.
Wow.
That's a lot of words. Jerry, that's a lot of words. You got to trim it down. But he does call it XI too. I heard he called it XI. So anyway, that's so amazing, Lady Praise. I don't know how you even remember all that stuff. Skeet not even going to try to pretend that you knew what you talked about. But hopefully that Jerry Voice have showed some of those the equipment you talking about with the towers going out 75 miles. Now, what's the difference in the signal of a digital signal of a TV and radio? Is it kind of similar, the frequencies?
I believe it's similar. I'm not really too up on that, but I believe it's a similar signal. So, but again, with far as a radio station, I do know that there's airwaves, that it goes out over the antenna and uses airwaves. And as far as the podcast, again, you're recording it on recording it like you're recording it on a tape recorder or through a tape recorder through your computer system, and you're recording yourself. and you're recording it, and it just goes across, and you're just playing it back. So I don't want to get you guys, you boys and girls, I don't want to give you wrong information. So I do want you to go and check with your mom and dad and check with them, and then let them research in and give you that information on what the difference is, which would be a good project, what the difference is between looking at a radio airwave and how we record music through our computer system, which would be a great way and a great school project.
Yes, boys and girls. You listen to DJ Lady Praise, she knows what she's talking about. Now, Skeet ain't gonna sit here and try to remember all that stuff. That's why we got Google. That's right. Google that stuff, kids, to find out what is the difference between a radio frequency and a TV frequency, and how do the signal travel. Now, how the heck, is that a curse word, Jerry Woods? I was gonna say heck. Boys and girls, how do the broadcast signal travel from your neighborhood, which I'm thinking you probably local, but then again, this is on the Earth Channel too. How do the boys and girls watch the show living in Europe or Africa and also the US, all in the same time zone, right? Is that happening too, ladies?
Yes,
they on the same time zone? That's truly amazing.
Exactly. It definitely can happen. Exactly.
Right, so that's a little bit more science too, is talking about the time zone. Exactly. Now, some of us are what, 6 hours? We 6 hours ahead, behind South Africa. Because I know about that because it's a South Africa music studio did the music for Skeet Jones, and Sky did our music video music. And he was in South Africa. So that means like right now it's 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock here. So it's probably like 2, 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock in Johannesburg in PM. We AM, right? Yeah. Standard time. That's amazing. That's so amazing, Lady Praise. Yeah. Lady Praise, tell us a little bit. Now tell us, where did you amazing. Now we got about 2-3 minutes left. Tell the boys and girls, how did you get your training? Do you train all day long? Do you have to rehearse? How do you do this stuff? Explain to the boys and girls.
Not really. Because what I did, I went to like a DJ school, and I've always looked at and watched people how they DJ when I would go to parties, and just go over and study them, which you boys and girls can do as well. You can go over and study and look at somebody who's at a wedding or at an event that you go to, and just watch them how they have their mixers and they plug up everything and they plug up their computer. I went to a DJ school, which is in Salisbury, Maryland, by my mentor, DJ Randy P. And he actually taught us how to become a DJ, but how to become the correct DJ, to do it the correct way, to make sure that you're getting that repeat business, and make sure you're respecting others as they respect you. So again, if you do that, you set up your equipment the correct way, you're respectful, you answer questions, you take requests, people are always going to want you to come back and play for them. Yes. So again, I went to a DJ school, had a great time. He taught us everything from A to Z on how to become a DJ.
Wow. So in other words, Lady Praise, you can work for yourself, or you can work for a radio station, or you can work for Randy P.
Yes.
Or a retirement home, or a kids' school. You can work for anybody, anytime. Yep. That is truly amazing.
Anytime.
Right.
Amazing.
Right. Oh man, now I wish that I did a little bit of more research, but I'm thinking that it sounds like you got enough experience that if you want to be a radio engineer, that's possible too. Is that possible?
It's definitely possible, because when I go to the radio station and I broadcast live on the Sunday Jazz Experience radio show, I actually have a huge mixing board in front of me with computers. And I hook up my computer and I can program, and actually while the other DJs are talking, I can be just running the whole board, which they call a board, the mixing board or the studio board. And I can just be sitting there and just making sure that commercials got sent out correctly. And they would just look at me and go, okay, hit this button to send this out, this music, and to set up these different interviews. And so I actually probably could definitely do that as well.
Oh, that is truly,
you're right.
So the boys and girls, you can actually make some allowance. You can get allowance for being a DJ, from
Yes.
commercials, you get that businesses. Somebody got a lemonade stand, could be paying you to talk about their lemonade stand on your show. So you can start your podcast with your
Yep.
friends. All right. You don't always have to be on what's the hold on a sec. You don't always have to be playing around on the PlayStation all the time. You can be making some money. All right, lady, DJ Lady Praise.
Exactly.
Skeet Jones was so happy to have you. Thank you for joining us. And man, I know the
Thank you.
got so much information because Skeet got a whole lot of information. I gotta go to Google, look up some of that stuff you're talking about. Did you write that down, Jerry Royce? Thank you so much for joining me right here on Positive Nation TV with Skeet Jones.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye, boys and girls. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a good
Bye.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Wake